Good morning. I'm Janice Williamson, and I'm teaching a yoga class um, this morning that is going to be partially centered on mindfulness. And I'm going to be reading from The Blooming of a Lotus by Thich Nhat Hanh. And he has exercises, and this one is called Looking Deeply. So I'm just going to repeat some of the commentaries that he writes and invite us just to let them echo through our being. And part of this is to just celebrate autumn and the fact that uh, we are um, we are now. I just have to mute all the participants here. How do I do that? There we go. Um, so I'm just going to maybe I'll begin again because it's a bit murky there. Okay, stop. End. Oh, I know. No, I'm not going to begin. End. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm just going to keep going. So, looking deeply. So this is from The Blooming of a Lotus by Thich Nhat Hanh. And I'm just going to use this as a space to echo through the class. He has a series of exercises for mindful meditation, and we will do Yinish slow yoga as a way to um, develop some movement in our body that will help us integrate, I think, our breath and our mind. So this is also intended to celebrate autumn. It's quite autumnal here in sunny Alberta. I know I was just in Ontario and it was quite summery, but the notion of harvesting, of collecting, of transforming that world of summer into a feast. Um, so this is the first uh, exercise. Um, and I'll just invite you to sit on your mat with your feet together. Your legs um, can be open here. And if you like, you can put blocks underneath your legs if there's space and it's too much. Otherwise, just you could hold onto your toes or the bottoms of your feet or your shins. And I'm going to invite you just to move back and forth a little bit with your torso. It's early morning, very early morning here, and I've been sleeping, and my body needs a bit of movement in its upper reaches here. And we'll work on our legs in a while. So I'm just going to sit here and contemplate this. So this is the Thich Nhat Hanh's exercise, looking deeply. 1, aware of my body, I breathe in. Smiling to my body, I breathe out. Aware of my body, I breathe in. Smiling to my body, I breathe out. 2, aware of the element earth in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element earth in me, I breathe out. Aware of the element earth in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element earth in me, I breathe out. And now you can just bring your legs together and stretch them out. If you like, you can sit on something, a little blanket, or I have this little bean bag that I sit on to raise my hips slightly. And I'm just extending my legs out in Dandasana or staff pose. Um, and I'm pressing out through my feet and my my toe mounds and my feet, and I'm trying to draw the outer edges of my feet back so that it's as though I am standing on a flat surface, and my feet are flat. So I'm really feeling the arches of my feet. And I'm feeling the energy moving up my legs, and I'm feeling the energy flowing out the top of my head. And it's as though I'm being pinned to the ceiling with the crown chakra. So we're feeling grounded, earthbound in our tailbone, and we're feeling the air airy in our the tip top of our scalp. Okay, and we can press the flats of our palms into the floor beside us and help ourselves rise up. And we're just inhaling and exhaling. 3, aware of the element water in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element water in me, I breathe out. Aware of the element water in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element water in me, I breathe out. Four, aware of the element fire in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element fire in me, I breathe out. Aware of the element fire in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element fire in me, I breathe out. Good. Now we're going to fold over and first of all, with a little bit of with a straight back, so we're not going too far. We're leading with our sternum and our collarbone here, and we're feeling ourselves lengthen over our feet. And then when we have gone as far as we can, we're just going to fold over our legs, but feeling once again that the movement is towards our toes and as we move down. So it's an elongation of the spine. And you can just drop your head if you like. If it's hard on your neck, you can put a block here and just let your forehead rest on the block, or you can just let your head dangle here. So I'm holding on to my toes. You could hold on to your shins, or you could have a strap and hold on to the strap. So you decide what you need to do. And I'm just inhaling and exhaling here. And I'm thinking about the element of earth in me. I'm thinking about being aware of my body, the element of water, and the element of fire in me. And finally, and fifth, aware of the element of air in me, I breathe in. And aware of the element air in me, I breathe out. Inhaling and exhaling. Aware of the element air in me, I breathe in. Aware the element air in me, I breathe out. And just continuing to inhale and exhale. And now we're just going to roll up. And we're going to just open out our legs here. And we are feeling, you can feel some stretch through your groin. It might be a bit uncomfortable, but you should feel no pain at all. And you can feel yourself you can stretch out through your toe mounds and your heels. You can stretch your toes out, widen your foot, your toes, and feel yourself lifting up again. So, aware of the element space in me, I breathe in. Smiling to the element space, I breathe out. Aware of the element space in me, I breathe in. Smiling at the element space in me, I breathe out. And here we might feel the spaciousness inside our body. So we're inhaling into our belly, into our ribs, into our upper chest, and then we're exhaling from the top down. And we're inhaling again to our belly, our ribs, our upper chest, and then we're exhaling out. Aware of the element space in me, I breathe in. Smiling at the element space in me, I breathe out. Now we're going to turn to one side and you can put your hands on the outer edge of your thigh, and you can tilt towards your elongated leg, and you could hold on to your shins, or you can hold on to the outer edge of your foot, or whatever it is you can reach. And we're just breathing here. Aware of the element consciousness in me, I breathe in. Smiling at the element consciousness in me, I breathe out. And you can feel, once again, the spaciousness in your body as you breathe into your lungs. It's very elongated on one side in particular. And you exhale. And now we're just going to roll up, and we will do that small turn to the other side, and we will draw ourselves down our leg, and you can hold on to your shin. You could have a belt here, or you could hold on to your toes or your ankle or your knee or whatever. But I want you to fold over that leg, and you'll be a little asymmetrical, and you'll not be able to move quite the same way on each side. But you work your self however it feels good to you. You don't want to feel pain. You may feel some discomfort. And you're inhaling and you're exhaling. Eight, recognizing the element earth everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element earth everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing the element of earth everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element of earth everywhere, I breathe out. Seeing that the element earth contains water, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that the element earth contains water, fire, air, space, consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that earth is water, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. And we're inhaling earth, air, fire, space, consciousness, and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. And now we're just going to roll up. And we can just draw our legs in here and take a little break. We could, if we wanted to, put our one leg over top of our other in fire log. If that's too much for you, you could just sit in easy pose, which is just with your legs crossed. And we're just going to, once again, flex our feet if we can. The bottom foot doesn't have to be flexed, obviously. Oops, I got a little cramp in my leg. I need to drink more water today in the morning before my class. Alrighty. And just there. 9. 10. Recognizing the element water everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element water everywhere, I breathe out. Inhale, recognizing water. Exhale, smiling. Seeing that the element water contains earth, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that earth, fire, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Recognizing the element fire everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element fire, I breathe out. Seeing that the element fire contains earth, water, air, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that fire is earth, water, air, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. And now you can change the configuration of your legs, raising your other leg over top in fire log. And once again, you're feeling this elongation of your spine up to the tip top of your crown chakra and down into your tailbones and into the earth. Recognizing the element of air everywhere and recognizing that the element air contains earth, water, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that air is earth, water, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Seeing that air is earth, water, fire, space, and consciousness, I breathe out. Recognizing the element space everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element space everywhere, I breathe out. Seeing that the element space contains earth, water, fire, air, and consciousness, I breathe in. Seeing that space is earth, fire, air, water, consciousness. I breathe out. And now we're just going to release our legs here, and we're going to just shake them out a little bit to make sure that they are still sensate. Good. And we'll just bring our, I'm going to remove my little bean bag, and I'm just going to lift up. This will be your left leg into your knee and move it over to your right, the right of your thigh. And then you can either leave this leg extended or you can draw it in. And we have our our left knee up, and we're going to extend our right arm up and rotate at our waist, pressing our hand into the mat at the back of us. And we can use this arm just to twist here. And we're going to just stay here for a moment, twisting for the first time in our class. And we should feel a smile in our heart. We've been smiling at earth, air, fire, space, and consciousness. And we're inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to turn to the other side and just do a counter twist here for a moment. And once again, we're lifting up and turning. And we're going to stretch our legs out again and just flatten them a little bit. And we will lift our right leg up, put the foot outside of our left thigh, draw our leg in here, and extend our left arm up, turn towards the right, catch our thigh or hold on to our leg and twist, feeling that it's an elongation of the spine up as well as a turning. And we're just breathing here, and we're smiling in our heart and our head and our body, feeling that acknowledgement of all of the elements in us and in everything. Integrating ourselves into the world. We're pressing that foot into the ground and elongating up and around. And we're breathing. We're inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Now we've done forward bends. We've done a very nice twist. We can come back and shake our legs out. We're going to go down onto the mat and do a lovely back bend here. So we're just going to move into Sphinx pose, or we're moving towards our seal pose, and we're just pressing our hands into the ground, and the front of our feet are flat on the ground, and we're feeling a lovely curving in our spine. And as we press into, we are drawing our our elbows towards our body. And this will allow us to curve up a little more. Now you want to make sure you don't drop your head down or arch your head too far back. You want a line between in your spine so that you have a curve that doesn't harm your neck. And we're just breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. Recognizing the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe out. Recognizing the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe in. Smiling to the element consciousness everywhere, I breathe out. And we're going to extend our arms out to the outside edges of our mat and forward so that we're pressing into the ground, and we have a the curve in our spine is deepened. Now, if this is too much for you, once again, you don't want to feel pain. You may feel some discomfort, but no pain. So you can go back down to the Sphinx, or you can put your head down on your hands. You can turn your cheek to and make a pillow with your hands and just rest for a moment. But I'm pressing into my hands and feeling really a sense of energy running through my body. My pelvis is on the ground, and the fronts of my feet are on the ground, and I am feeling an opening in my chest as I inhale and exhale. Seeing that the element consciousness contains earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe in. Seeing that consciousness is earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe out. Seeing that the element consciousness contains earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe in. Seeing that consciousness is earth, water, air, fire, and space, I breathe out. And now you can come down and make a pillow with your hand. So this is the commentary that Thích wrote on this meditation exercise. The 6 elements of earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness. The 6 elements are earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness. Earth stands for the solid aspect of things, water for the fluid, fire for warmth and heat, air for movement. Space and consciousness are nature and frame of the 4 first elements. When we breathe in, we see earth in our bodies. When we breathe out, we recognize and smile to that element earth. Earth is the mother who gives us birth, and our mother is right inside us. We are one with our mother. We are one with the earth. Every moment, earth is entering us. The vegetables we eat are also earth. As we meditate, we should see earth by means of concrete images. When we meditate on water in our cells, we should see water in our blood, in our saliva, bile, and sweat, and we should smile to acknowledge waters. Our bodies are approximately 70% water. We can also see air and space in our bodies. If we look deeply, we shall see that these elements all depend on each other. And now we're going to just reach back and hold onto your ankles and see if we can move into a bow from here. And we just are holding onto our ankles, pressing our feet out and lifting up for a moment and really stretching. And we're inhaling and exhaling. Earth, air, fire, water, space, and consciousness. And now we're going to just let ourselves down, hold on to our ankles, draw them into our body, and then we'll try it one more time. Lifting up one more time, stretching, lifting our legs up, and holding, and breathing. And now we're going to come down again. Good. And we're going to go back, move back into child's pose, and just rest there for a moment. You can stretch your arms straight out in front of you and feel the back body opening, the ribs opening with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. We can walk our hands over to the right side, stretching them out and feeling those ribs that are opening up on the extended side, really allowing more space in our body. And now we're going to walk over to the other side and really extend our arms out as we inhale and exhale. And we can walk our hands up again. Good. Now, I think that we'll just, we'll just do a few cat and cow, just to integrate all that movement. We've moved our spine sideways. We've moved them. We've done some back bends. We've done some forward bends. So we're just going to inhale and exhale here, feeling the spaciousness of our bodies and the way we are integrated into everything around us. And everything around us is integrated into us. We might use that so-hum, that universal mantra, which is I am. So we are exhale when we are up in cat. And we'll inhale so, and then hum. So, hum. So, hum. So, good. Now we're going to turn our toes under and move back into what's called toe squat, which is not that comfortable for some people. So if it's uncomfortable, you can move back and forth into it. If you can manage it with some discomfort, but no pain, you can sit back into a toe squat and just feel how it it allows you to really stretch your toes out. So we've looked at, I'm just reading a commentary. Our bodies are approximately at 70% water. We can see air and space in our bodies. If we look deeply, we shall see that these elements all depend on each other. The air, for example, is nourished by the forest. The forest needs the air, which passes into tree sap in order to make chlorophyll. The vegetal world, including the vegetables we eat, requires the earth and the heat of the sun to grow. Neither space nor solid matter could exist without the other. The sutra teaches that form is also mind, and we see consciousness has penetrated every cell of our bodies. Consciousness upholds body, and body upholds consciousness. When we begin to meditate on earth, water, fire, air, space, and consciousness outside our bodies, we recognize that these 6 elements are everywhere in the universe. We gradually come to see that we and the universe are one. The universe is our basis, and we are the basis of the universe. The composition and decomposition of a body does not add anything or take away anything from the universe. Okay, and now you can come out of that. And I like to flap my feet on the ground because it is definitely an awakening of the feet. Good. All right. Now, I think we're ready to come up and do a couple of sun salutations just because we can. So I'm going to just raise like one leg up here and put my hands down and draw my other leg forward and move into dangling. So here we are dangling and feeling the opening of our hamstrings. You might have your legs bent. You don't want to have any pain or discomfort in your lower back. So that is something you need to make sure you don't have any pain. If you're comfortable with your legs straight, you can do so. And you should feel energy and action in your lower body and up to your hips. And you should feel a tremendous release in your upper body as you dangle here. And we're just breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to open our arms up and lift up and look up to our thumbs. And then draw our arms down. And we'll do a sun salutation here. So we're opening our arms up and looking up. And then we're extending our arms out and down, exhaling to the ground, inhaling halfway up, exhaling once again to the ground, and drawing our left leg back, dropping the knee, looking up, inhaling, and then our hands go down and we draw our foot back, and we're going to stay in plank for a moment or two, just inhaling and exhaling and feeling the strength of our body. We can press out through our heels as we're in this plank, and we should feel no tension in our neck. Now, if you're really tired, you can, of course, come down at any time. Otherwise, you can go down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. I'm going to go down in chaturanga. So I'm just going to move down, exhaling, and then I'm going to inhale up and back into either a low cobra or an upward dog, and then back again into our downward dog. Here we go. We're just extending our thighs back. We're pressing our thighs back and we're pressing into our heels, pressing into the palms of our hands, and really feeling a lovely extension here. And we're breathing, inhaling and exhaling. We're inhaling and we're exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to lift our left leg up and we're going to draw it into our knee, into our elbow, and then we're going to extend it back up. And we're going to
Draw that knee into the other elbow, and then we're going to extend it back up. We're going to draw it into the center of our arms, and we're going to send it back up. And then we're going to bring that leg forward and put it between the hands and drop that knee down. And we'll lift up again and look up. Our hands will go down. We'll draw that back leg forward to our foot and just dangle again, integrating all of that lovely movement that we did on one side of our body. Now we'll extend our arms all the way out, lift up, look up, inhaling, and then exhaling down again. Good. Oh, we can catch our breath. We can turn our head from one side to the other. Feel the awakening of our torso and right up to the tip of our head and down into the earth. Feeling ourselves rooted here. We're going to lift up, look up, inhaling, extending our arms out, exhaling down into forward fold. Inhaling, halfway up, exhaling down, and then extending our right leg back, dropping our knee, lifting up and inhaling, and then exhaling our hands down, drawing that leg back into plank. And here, we're going to stay here for a moment. If you are an avid planker, you can move one hand forward and then the other, and the other hand back, and then the other hand forward and the other hand back. Otherwise, you can just stay in plank. This is actually a very good strengthening movement I've been learning. All right, that's enough. And now you can come down knees, chest, chin, or you can come down in chaturanga. And then you move forward and lift up into a lovely back bend. And then back into your downward dog. Inhaling and exhaling here. And keeping your breath as deep as you can. Feeling it fill up that space in your body. Now you're going to lift your right leg up behind you, and then draw that knee in to your opposite elbow, exhaling, and then inhale it up again, draw it in to the other elbow, and then extend it up again, draw it into the middle, inhaling, and then extending it up again. And this time you're going to draw that knee forward, leg forward, put your foot between your hands, drop your knee, and extend your arms up. Looking up. And now we're going to put our hands down and draw that back leg forward and dangle for a moment here. Really feeling the deep release of your upper body, feeling the energy in your lower body, feeling it move up, the energy moving up the back of your legs, and just releasing your upper body there. You can, of course, bend your legs if it's too much. And you should feel the actual stretching of your hamstring all the way through that muscle from the bottom to the top. You shouldn't feel any pain in the upper part where it attaches with tendons and things up to your hip. You want to make sure that you or to, I guess it's not to your hip, whatever it's attaching to up there. And I'm just relaxing here. And I'm breathing, integrating all the movement and all the air, fire, earth, space, consciousness, water that I have been attending to in the last few minutes. Now I'm going to just invite us all to extend our arms out. Why don't we extend our arms out so that our upper arms are by our ears, and we'll come up. Either you can roll yourself up if you like, or you can come up with straight arms. Good. So just open our arms out. We can roll our shoulders back and feel how we are at this very moment in time. I must say, I do feel quite delicious. I really do like these slow sun salutations. They help integrate my whole being. Now we're going to go and do a couple of standing postures. So I'm just going to draw my right leg back, just a very small step here, and work into pyramid. So I'm just going to draw my my body forward here and extend myself over that front. Now you can have blocks here, and that is a very good way to do this pose, is that so that you have blocks in front of you that you can rest your hands on. Otherwise, you can just and you can adjust them to different heights. It's actually quite useful to have at least one block on the inside of your foot because we're going to do a twist here. So, but you can just rest your hands here, or you can rest your hands on the floor. And you're drawing that front hip back while you are moving over that front leg. And we're just going to stay here for a moment. I'm pressing into both of my feet, and I am feeling the upper part of my body just hinge forward over that front leg. And now I'm going to do a twist. So I can either have my hand flat on the ground, or you could have it on a block, which is perfectly good thing. There's no competition here. We want to feel that we have the props to do our postures in a good way. So in here, I've got my left leg forward, my right hand on the block, and I'm just going to extend that arm up, the top arm up, and look out to the back of the room. And I am feeling wonderful stretch here. And now I'm going to draw that arm down. And I am just going to, I'm going to extend my arms up. You can roll up, or you can extend your arms up and come up straight arms and open out. Good. I'm going to put the other leg forward and have that block on the inside of my front foot. It's about 3 feet that your feet are apart, and we're hinging here at the hips. Our hips are facing the short end of our mat. We're hinging forward here, and we are coming down, and then we are just losing ourselves over. Once again, you can have your 2 blocks up like this. If you would like more support, you could put other blocks here. You can build yourself up however you like. You could have a chair here and just have your arms on a chair. So you want to coordinate all of these movements to fit your own body. And of course, we're not symmetrical. We're drawing that front hip back, and we are extending the energy into our back heel. And we can lift up our toes to really make our feet active here. And just, this is a kind of awkward dangle, this pyramid pose. Good. Now I'm going to put my hand flat on this block that is on the inside of my front foot. And I'm just going to twist into this reverse triangle and look out towards the front of the room. Pressing into both of our feet, extending our thighs back to straighten our legs, and looking up and turning our body around. And breathing. Breathing. And now I'm going to draw my hand down. And this time I'm just going to roll up. Or I'm going to come up somehow. I don't know how I'm going to come up. Okay, I'm going to just come up with a straight back. And bring my foot back. Then I'm just going to roll my legs around a little. And roll my shoulders back. And move myself into a wide stretch here with my legs far apart. And I'm just going to come forward and stretch my arms out in a wide angle standing pose. And I'm going to once again walk over to one side. And you could have your blocks here so that you have more support here. And I'm going to hold on to my ankle and draw myself down. I'm going to stretch my arms out again, move to the other side, and draw myself down. Stretch out in front, draw my arms back between my legs, and just let my head dangle here. Feel the breath in my back body that's open here. You can also have your arms straight out in front of you. You could have yourself on blocks here. Lots of ways of doing this pose. And I'm inhaling and exhaling, just having a little last stretch. And now I'm going to extend my arms out. You can roll your spine up if you like, or you can extend your arms out and come up. And then open your arms out and roll your shoulders back. Feel that liberating movement. And I'm just really feeling loosey-goosey in a very good way, ready to start the day. All right, now we can come down onto the floor and you get down however you like. I'm just going to cross my legs and move down onto the floor and onto my back. And here I'm going to have one block and I'm just going to put it underneath my sacrum. And so that I have a little bit of elevation here. Now, this is uncomfortable for you. You don't have to do this, but it is a very nice thing. And I'm just going to draw my knees into my body. And I'm going to extend my legs up in this lovely inversion. And I have my palms up here. And I'm just staying here for a moment, feeling the way my body feels upside down. And I don't teach shoulder stands or headstands, in part because there can be injuries to your neck. And I don't really want to teach it on Zoom. And also my neck is not in the best shape, so I really can't do those sorts of inversions with any pressure on my neck at all. So this is a very good alternative. You can open your legs out if you like and feel once again that you're extending through your heels and you have an opening in your groin. And then draw your legs together. You can point your toes here and you can roll your ankles around, rotate your feet giving your ankles a bit of a little joint therapy, and you can rotate the other way. Once again, pointing your toes and then stretching out through your heels, pointing your toes, stretching out through your heels, and rotating one way and rotating the other. You can lift your hands up, you can hold onto your thumb, and then stretch your fingers out. You could do the same thing with your toes, stretching, crunching your toes and your hands, and stretching out your toes and your fingers, giving yourself a lovely joint therapy session here. So you can also rotate your hands and your feet at the same time, giving your wrists a revolutionary movement, as well as your ankles, and rotate the other way. Good. Now I'm going to bend my knees into my chest, put my feet on the ground, lift my, and remove the block. And I'm just going to extend my spine on the floor, extend my legs out, and move into final relaxation. And I feel my body deserves a good relaxation. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can sit up. You could lay on your side. You could lay on your stomach. You could cross your legs in a seated position, whatever feels good. And you're going to feel a release in your body. You're going to feel your body releasing tension. You're going to feel that space we made in our body, the openness of our body to everything, everywhere. The inhale and the exhale, allowing our breath to move through our body. We can feel ourselves smiling in our body. And I'll just leave you in silence for a few moments. The composition and the decomposition of a body does not add anything to or take away anything from the universe. The sun is just as necessary for our bodies as our hearts are. The forest is just as necessary for our bodies as our lungs. Our bodies need the river as much as they need our blood. If we continue to meditate like this, we shall see that we can let go of the boundaries between I and not I, and thus can overcome the distinction between birth and death, being and non-being. And finally, we can overcome fear according to the principle of interdependent origination. The one comes about because of the all, and the all is present in the one. Thus, the earth element contains water, heat, air, space, and consciousness elements. The earth element can be recognized as including the whole universe within itself. The Pali word kasina, Sanskrit pritsina, is sometimes translated as sign, meaning the sign that we have realized the object of our meditation. But the original meaning of the word is wholeness. And when our meditation is deep enough, we see that each element contains all the others. This is called training in entering the whole.
We can also meditate on colors: blue, red, white, and yellow. These 4 colors and the 6 elements make up 10 trainings in entering the whole. Colors are also present in the universe and in us, and every color contains all the other colors and also contains the 6 elements which are in us and in the whole universe. And with that, you can feel the breath in your body moving through your body and out into the world. You can feel a tingling in your fingers and your toes, and a sense of wholeness, of integration. The one and the all and the one. Your breath. And I'll invite you to allow yourself to come back to this moment, this place, this moment of being, this community of movement and breath, of body and mind, of earth, air, fire, of consciousness and space, of water. You can stretch your arms up above your head and stretch your feet out below you. You can stretch one side of your body, and then you can stretch the other side of your body, reaching up and down. And you can draw your legs into your chest and give yourself a hug, breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And you can roll onto one side. Press your hands into the floor and bring yourself up to a seated position. And I'm going to invite you to feel your breath moving through your body and all of those elements within you and without. I'm going to invite you to draw your one hand up onto your chest, the other onto your belly, inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. And I'm going to thank you all for joining me. I'm going to inhale deeply. I'm going to exhale deeply. And I'm going to send the merit of this practice to all who are suffering everywhere. Deep bows to all of you. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you the next time.